Hey everybody, welcome back to World of Warships Legends. We're playing Domination with the Tier 6 American battleship, the North Carolina. We are in a division with one other person, Quack Attack. Kind of do our usual and spot around and wait for the destroyer to get some people spotted so we know where to start laying down some firepower. The wind is atrocious here today. Be surprised the power's already gone out. Won't be surprised if it happens mid-video. We're already taking shots over the mountain. I just read the patch notes from for the most recent update that will be incoming here in a few days for the November months. And I'm actually quite excited. Month-long Black Friday deals. The Bismarck coming as a premium ship, which almost doesn't make sense. Guess because it's getting a black camo slapped on it and enhanced secondaries, it's now premium ship. Be interesting to see if it's going to be for free XP or doubloons. But it's also nice to see the pirates will be coming in the game. I talked about that a couple of videos ago when I don't think I dropped the Halloween video because that was just controller breaking content. I was so upset with that game mode. I hated that you couldn't have more than 2 other teammates. I wish you could have had a division full of teammates, all 5 of you, people you know, instead of yourself, 2 other people, and then you have to hope you get 2 randoms that know what they're doing. But we ended up beating the game mode. But couple of videos back I talked about maybe a Pirates of the Caribbean kind of deal. That's not the ordeal that's happening here. It's just they will be adding some sort of pirate scheme. But that's actually, it's pretty awesome. I know they didn't get that idea from my channel for as irrelevant as I am. I'm definitely not the first one to bring that idea up, but it's pretty cool to see that we'll get some pirates. It almost seems like an overdue DLC. I mean, this is a game all about ships in the sea. Trying to anticipate these torps here. I'm gonna end up eating one of these. He's gonna pay for it. Rom, you don't mess with the North Carolina. I'm running the secondary build on here. I don't typically run into a bunch of carriers in, not really higher tier, but I'd say, you know, tier 6, tier 7, tier 8 really. I really don't run into a whole lot of carriers, so I opted for the secondary build, which is perfect for when those destroyers try to come yellow you. Of course, I'm used to the Massachusetts secondaries where they hit just about every single time, but you know what? It's better than having useless AA. We pop a shot over there at the Synup. We smack him for 17k and no Citadel. I've already got to be careful here. I've lost about a quarter of my health, so I am not angled very well against this Nagato. This is going to hurt. Yeah. I don't know if he got a Citadel or just all full pens, but that hurt. And it hurt a lot. Now both of them are kiting away. Go ahead and pop a shot at them. This is a great time where I know both of them have just wasted a full salvo, so it's time to disengage. We still get about 10,000 out of the Nagato, despite him kiting. Pensacola over here, not a big problem. That ship can dish out some heat, but cannot receive it back. Honestly, one of my favorite ships in the game. I've actually dropped a Kraken with the Pensacola, as hard as that is to believe. I didn't win the match, though. I swear it's because the weak armor on that ship. I thought I was relatively well angled, and just got absolutely citadeled through the bow plating. We drop him off. I really didn't want to steal that kill from our teammates, but it seems like they were failing to sink him, and I'm not trying to have him switch to HE and set me on fire a million times. New Mexico's full broadside to just about everybody on this flank, as he just gets double citadeled by somebody. I don't know who popped that shot at him, but hopefully... I thought that salvo would have killed him. We'll go ahead and finish him off, because I'm actually broadside to him as well. I'm not really fearing him much, but we're going to go ahead and take care of him. As we citadel him, get our third kill of the game. We're up to 60,000 damage. Really haven't done much this game, as Fuso's out here sailing full broadside. I decided to unwisely sail out over-angled against the Nagato, so I took a couple hits from them. I'm trying to disengage here. Maybe I can hit this Heinrich. He actually ends up getting torped, so that's exactly what we need. Fuso's got bigger fish to fry and shooting at my teammate. I'm going to go ahead and pop a shot at him. But dispersion looks good. That might actually be the end of him. And most of those fell short. And the thing is, I actually led those above the waterline. That's just one minor thing I wish could be fixed. Like, how does that even happen? The guy isn't even... He's not kiting... He didn't turn in, he didn't turn out. I mean, dude's just sailing in a straight line. How does that happen? You can only complain so much. We finish off the Fuso. That gives us our 4th kill on the board. I'm going to start rotating back and trying to defend some of our other objectives. The enemy destroyer is going to rotate into B and start capping that shortly. Again, I'm low health, so I'm not going to go out there and try and fight a full health Sinup. I do have Will to Rebuild active because my teammate is close enough, but Will to Rebuild will not keep me alive long enough to drop that Sinup. I know the destroyer's near me. I'm out of the spotting range of the Sinup, as you can see on the mini-map there, but the destroyer's got to be right on top of me somewhere, spotting us. But, I mean, there's just some minor things I wish would be fixed, you know, shells falling short, overpenning broadside cruisers at less than 10 kilometers, like, that just shouldn't be a thing. That should be a dev strike, like, every time. You know, it's another story if you just completely whiffed your shot, but... Let's see, those look nasty. Yeah, we just get 22,000 and a non-citadel penetration on the Sinup. We're up to 91k. But, there's just some minor things I wish they could fix, and it's all possible. It just... There's got to be some sort of mechanism that has the chances of shells actually hitting what they're intended to hit. But again, you can only complain so much. You know, Wargaming released this as a free game, and it's actually a really solid free game. And I'm not even trying to toot their horn there. It is a pretty good game. I'm not a content creator. They don't pay me to make content. Nobody pays me to make content on this game. I make content because it's fun. I enjoy this game a lot. You know, it could be like some of these other devs, you know, maybe we won't say names, but certain first-person shooter games and sporting games that tend to copy and paste the same game every year, but maybe update some sweat graphics or some animation graphics, have the same broken problems every year. Takes them basically until another Call of Duty... Oh, I said the title, whatever. Call of Duty, we're calling you out. I was trying to keep it discreet. Call of Duty, 2K, Madden, all of them the same. It's honestly why I don't buy their games anymore. I only buy them when they're on sale. And even then, it's still... There's still something in the back of my mind that tells me not to waste my money on it, even if it's 75% off. But you gotta give Wargaming a lot of props. World of Tanks, I did get into when I was on Xbox all the time. That game was just like... I started playing that game at a horrible time. Everybody was so much better. I felt it so hard to level up, and you basically had to grind on that game. Then World of Warships came out. I played it on the PS4 when it was... I don't know if it was in its beta mode or if it was just the early release or whatever. I don't know. I paid the $30 so I could play it a little bit earlier. But I basically fell in love with the game right away. It's basically the only game I play. I did just pick up the new Call of Duty, despite me talking crap about it, but everybody's always going to talk some trash and still cave in and buy it. How did we not drop the Nagato there? That's what I'm talking about. That's what we got to fix there. Because most of those actually hit. They just didn't do anything. They either ricocheted, shattered, or... I think I only got one full penetration on this, so Quack Attack should finish him. Or all of his fell short as well. How? We're 7 kilometers away. And watch this. I'm going to aim above the waterline. You all saw that. Those all fell short again. I don't understand it. And now he's bow tanking. It is what it is, but... They give Wargaming some props, man. I mean, this game is free for everyone to play. They could have been like all the other devs that slap an $80 price tag on the game and it's the same bullcrap every year. I mean, the same goes really for Fortnite, you know? Like, the game... You can only complain so much, because at the end of the day, Epic Games made it free to play. They didn't have to do that. You gotta give all these devs some credit for releasing games for you at no cost. And the only thing and Wargaming doesn't force you to put money in this game either. Like, if you want premium, that's completely up to you. If you want premium ships, it's completely up to you. If you want the battle pass, it's completely up to you. As we get our Kraken here. 5 kills. It only took me 7 salvos to kill him while he was on like 1,000 HP. I'm switching over to HE here. I know this destroyer's right on top of me somewhere. Yeah, here he is. He just snatched A. This is going to be death for me. I already know it. I'll do my best to try and dodge whatever torps he sent. Maybe I'll try and eat some up so that way Quack Attack can survive. Right as I'm about to reload, he goes dark. Here comes the wall of torpedoes. I honestly should have anticipated those and turned in a lot sooner. But that's going to be the death of me. We got a high cal Confederate and a crack in that game. 5 kills. We even got a capture, so we weren't completely useless. So, but again, Wargaming has done a pretty good job at this game. I'm dead now, so there's really not much I could talk about as far as me playing other than, look, I'm sinking right there. No! Quack Attack, save my North Carolina. Resurrect me. But overall, I have a lot of fun on this game. You're not forced to do anything by a paywall. I mean, if you start buying premium, you start buying premium ships or the battle passes and whatnot. Like that's all up to you. And yes, maybe certain premium ships do seem a little bit above average, but you're not forced to buy those ships to be good. Like, all the ships in the tech tree are actually pretty solid. Quack Attack did a solid job there, anticipating the torps. Turned in. He's only going to end up taking one of these. Look at those secondaries. They're just not hitting. I wonder if he's running the secondary build or not. I'm not sure. Our King George ends the match. Pretty solid game. So we get quite a bit of XP, 5,000 base XP, and that was without premium. Imagine that. I would have got 7,700 with premium, but that'll be the end of it. You know, Kraken, Confederate, high cal, 113k damage. More than well did our part. I only got second, too. Wow. solid match out of the North Carolina.